doing pole dance now since, oh God, 2008. By March 2012, I'd opened up a pole new adventure in Castle Castlemarket. I got into pole because I was dead. I literally had a friend who said, if you will, I will. And yeah, we both went to a class and we're both still pole dancing, so yeah. I knew I had an affinity for teaching. Every time I ever worked with anyone, you know, I became a troubleshooter. If someone was struggling with a move, they could come see me and they'd hammer the move out. When I first started doing pole dancing, someone had said, oh yeah, you'll be teaching this in a few years. I probably would have actually died laughing. When I first started doing this, I was absolutely shocking. There was no way on this planet that I would have been able to teach it. It's only through the years of going to numerous studios, competitions, and seeing so many different ways of learning moves and so on that I thought, actually, do you know what? I can do this, and I actually feel like I'm a better instructor than pole dancer, so yeah. When I first started doing pole, it was very, very different. There weren't that many moves out there. You'd have thought the hardest move would be a Superman, and that everyone would be like, wow, that's amazing. Whereas now, unless you can fold yourself in half and put your feet, like your toes up your nose, so to speak, you know, most moves are becoming a lot more flexible based. I see pole do a hell of a lot for students. I'll see students come in absolutely terrified, sort of barely moving, usually wearing leggings, big t-shirts, and you know, being quite reserved. And then you see over a matter of weeks, them start to change. They start to wear shorts, they start to smile more, they interact with everyone in the room. It helps so much with confidence, physically, mentally. It just seems to change so much in people, and it's one of the main reasons I love my job. When I started doing pole, I wasn't very confident at all. I had the gob on me, but that's just me being northern. But I wasn't a very confident person. I would cover up a hell of a lot. I wouldn't really go out. I wasn't sociable. And it's just amazing. I wouldn't have opened my own business. I mean, I started a bookkeeping company before I opened my pole studio, and I wouldn't have had the confidence to do that if I hadn't been doing pole dancing. I've got a performance in just under 2 weeks that I'm very nervous for because it's something I've never done before. I've never done burlesque, I've never danced with another male. So I'm nervous, but I know it is going to be awesome.
Well, I already do circus. I've been doing circus for a few years, mainly trapeze. But so I come here just for the space, really, so I can do my own kind of exercise and stuff. And then Gemma approached me to say if I want to do some pole as a performance, and that's kind of how I got into it, really. Yeah, it's definitely a good ego boost because it is very female orientated, so it's always great to be an only male here, or one of the only males.
It's got some elements of burlesque. It has some of like glove removal, presentation of limbs and so on.
Nothing too raunchy or
kind
of saucy where some kind of...
Yeah, it's less of the tease element, it's more of the performance and presentation elements of it. Burlesque, oh goodness me, I can't define it very well. One of the things I've seen a description of it is the art of tease. So it's being able to convey a character or a way of being on stage. I'm not a competitive person, I never have been really competitive. So when I enter things, I do it because I enjoy performing, I enjoy the actual performance rather than competing. I love performing. I tend to perform for me, I don't tend to see the audience, so to speak. I tend to just get lost in music. I've always been into music anyway, so when a piece of music I like is on, I can just completely lose myself in that and forget there is an audience out there.